1.
Put on your thinking caps because we are going to do some serious thinking. Our brains are blasting off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Hi, my name is Isabelle Hennen, and I'm a member of Minneota Senior High FCCLA. I chose to focus my project on the importance of early childhood education, as it is the time to build a strong foundation in all areas of development. According to John Garrettson, an education correspondent for R&Z Education, early childhood centers are struggling to hire qualified teachers and say a massive teacher shortage is to blame. My concern is this, that there is a shortage of teachers, and I'm considering going into early childhood education as a career. I decided to choose this category because of my love for children and to gain more experience in this field. My goal was to develop an age-appropriate lesson for preschoolers that focused on the importance of play. The lesson I planned was a scavenger hunt with a purpose on improving listening and cooperation skills. Mrs. Stickelstad, a preschool teacher in our school, agreed to let me teach in her classroom and help me set up the scavenger hunt. The next step in my planning process is to put my plan into action. I taught in a classroom of 18 preschoolers on January 17th. The skills I wanted them to acquire through my lesson were how to listen, follow directions, identify objects, and reach a goal. The main purpose of the scavenger hunt was for the students to grow in listening and cooperative skills. First, we did the blast off, which I know I always loved as a child. One of the students was being smart and blurted out, "I took my helmet off." I laughed and joked, "Put it back on, you need it to think." Next, we watched and danced to a fun dance video. The last part of my lesson was to have the preschoolers go on a scavenger hunt. I learned that preschoolers are full of questions, and they love to collect things. I also learned that through my research that children are naturally curious and social. The scavenger hunt was a perfect activity for them. In my scavenger hunt, the students had to problem solve, ask questions, use visual discrimination, and simple reasoning. The students ran around, quickly trying to find the object in my clue. Once they found the object, they would come sit back down. I would tell them if they found the correct object, and I would give them high fives, which made them feel proud of themselves. They enjoyed this activity immensely. This activity was beneficial because it involved play. And play is absolutely necessary for proper development in the early formative years. Play is children's work. Through play, children will develop skills that will use later on in life. According to developmental skills for preschoolers and activities to support them, play encourages all areas of proper development, from cognitive and physical to social and emotional. All areas are connected and have equal importance in a developing preschooler. Play builds self-esteem and confidence, as seen in the students when they would find another object in my scavenger hunt. I could tell the students felt thrilled each time they found another object. Play develops problem-solving skills. For example, the students had to think very carefully about each clue to find the object they were looking for. Play encourages new vocabulary usage, as seen in the students when they heard a new clue, for they learned new words and identified a name to the object they were searching for. Play teaches children to collaborate, regulates one's emotions, and make new friendships, and these are very important social skills. For example, one time during my lesson, a child was being mean to another child, and I had to tell her to stop and be nice. Play teaches children to be alone and independent. The students were independent when they found the toys that they had been searching for, and it made them feel a greater sense of accomplishment by doing it by themselves. Play allows children to release their emotions. Play allows kids to get wild, have fun, and be themselves. The kids loved the scavenger hunt and had a blast doing it. Playing good encourages planning and thinking ahead. The kids had to think of what they needed to find before they found their object. Play is their work as kids and helps them to be the very best version of themselves they can be. There are 4 different types of play: dramatic, manipulative, physical, and creative. Dramatic play is fantasy-directed play where one dresses up in costumes and takes on roles as characters. Manipulative play is when children use their fine motor skills to play with small toys, build objects, make puzzles, string beads. Physical play uses large motor skills, the whole body and activities with bikes, balls, jump ropes, hoops. Creative play is when a child uses art materials such as paint, clay, markers, pencils, and glue. In my activity, I incorporated manipulative, physical, and creative play. For manipulative, the kids had to go on a scavenger hunt and look and find specific objects. For physical, the kids had to scurry about finding their toy and come sit back down. For creative, I gave clues and they had to think about the clue. There are 5 areas of early childhood development: cognitive, social, physical, and emotional, and language. Cognitive development skills are for learning and thinking. Physical development skills are fine motor skills and large motor skills. Social and emotional development skills are that children are naturally social and curious, as stated before in my speech. Language development impacts reading and writing success and listening skills. According to development schools for preschools and activities to support them, many preschools are pushing more academic skills than social or physical skills. This is a problem, because play is needed to learn and grow. There are many benefits of early childhood education. For example, children that receive preschool education have improved social skills, fewer behavioral problems, higher IQ scores, less substance abuse, less criminal behavior, graduate high school, and attend college. The opposite is true when children do not receive early childhood education. I learned that kids are very inquisitive, quite blunt, and have a lot of energy. What I would change about this project is to go back and teach the preschoolers another lesson with more content. I would also break them up into pairs of 2 so they would learn how to work together. I would make it more challenging by tying my lesson with Mrs. Stickelstad's lesson. I plan to send a thank you note to Mrs. Stickelstad for her help with her students. This project has taught me patience and confidence. To be a teacher, you definitely need those 2 qualities and endless energy. I desire to inspire children in a positive way and help them reach for the stars. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
Yeah, Isabel, what did you find the most challenging?
Getting them to listen to me, because they're just kids and they love to just scurry around and have fun, but getting the time and telling them to listen was probably the most challenging.
How many children did you teach?
18.
Okay. So could you see any struggles that children were having, and did you have to do anything to help them out with that?
Some of the kids didn't know exactly what to bring, because one of the kids picked up a larger object that was way too heavy to carry, and I had to tell him that was way too big. And one of the kids thought an object was a different color when it wasn't really the right color that he was looking for. And as I told you before, one of the kids wasn't being nice to the other kids, so I had to tell them to stop and be nice to them. And just making sure the kids didn't run all over me.
Yeah. What did you find most enjoyable?
Their excitement. They just love to play and do activities that are fun. I know I always did as a kid.
Good. Thank you, Isabel.